Good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm working at the Strategic Planning Department of DESFA, dealing mainly with new projects. My presentation will deal with the following topics: the position of Revithoussa terminal among the entry points of the national gas transmission system, the projects that currently are being implemented in Revithoussa, the role that Revithoussa has in the Greek gas transmission system, the projected small-scale LNG activities in the terminal, the advantages that this installation has for the small-scale LNG business, the reason of our company's interest in this business, the actions that we have already undertaken to this direction, and the role of DESFA in Poseidon Med 2. Revithoussa is one among the three entry points of the gas transmission system. The first one to be put in operation in '96 is at the Bulgarian border. The second one at the Turkish border is the smaller of the three. And Revithoussa, that feeds the point on the continent of Agia Triada, has the higher capacity of the three. And after the upgrading that is, the second upgrading that is taking place right now, this capacity will be further increased. Our upgrade projects consist in the construction of the third tank, bigger than each of the two existing ones, of 95,000 cubic meters, which will bring the total capacity when it will be finished in March 2017 to 225,000 cubic meters. The second upgrade project concerns the send-out rate. We are going to add one more unit like the one you see on the picture, and this will bring the send-out to more than 19 million cubic meters of gas per day. This will be ready in October 2015. So in the first picture taken in July this year, you can see the progress in the construction of the base of the third tank. And the third project will concern the upgrade of the jetty in order to be able to receive Qmax vessels up to 260,000 cubic meters. Mr. Koliopoulos referred previously to the role of Revithoussa in our system. At the beginning, the role was mainly security of supply when the demand was rather stable. With the increase of residential demand, the second role, cover of peaks, became also important. Third step, with the liberalization of the gas market, the appearance of gas-to-gas competition, and the breaking of destination clauses in supply contracts, the strategic role of Revithoussa in southeastern Europe became very important. To these three roles, we would like to add a fourth one, the role in the small-scale LNG business from the beginning of the next decade. The activities that we foresee in this sector are the loading of bunker vessels to serve nearby ports. Piraeus and Elefsina are the closer one. The loading of small or mid-size LNG carriers to supply LNG also to islands or to more distant coastal areas, either combined or not with bunkering. Patras, for example, might be a case where we could combine those two activities. And also the loading of trucks for road transportation of LNG. After the bunkering business will have started, we foresee that the loading of trucks might take place to a station that would be built on the continent and that would be supplied by sea, as the access of road trucks to the island is not very easy. The strong points of Revitusa for this sector is that it is placed at a short distance from two main ports, mainly Piraeus, but also Elefsina. The acquisition of permits for the installation is easier compared to a grassroots installation. Some of the new installations may be considered as modification of existing ones. Very important is that our installations have third-party access. They are open for access to all users without creating constraints to ship owners regarding who the LNG supplier will be. And last but not least, our experienced personnel, proud of 15 years of safe terminal operation. Now, what is the interest of this business for our company? As you may know, we do not trade energy. What we sell is the use of the capacity of our installations. So we are interested in increasing the use of our installations and by this means ensure lower rates to all users. What we do presently for this purpose? We have already awarded 2 studies. The first one is a technical feasibility and cost estimation study for the development of small-scale LNG installations. We have already the draft report, and we expect the final one at the end of 2015. A second is the basic design of a pilot truck loading station in Revitusa. We are expecting the results in the first half of 2016. A second action is our participation in Poseidon Med 2 program, which we consider very important given the role that Revitusa can play in this business. And finally, an important step as well is the preparation of new or amended legal and regulatory provisions. The main output of our technical feasibility study, as we said, is the conceptual design and the cost estimate for the LNG loading facilities. These will enable us to proceed to the next step, which will be the basic design phase and the environmental impact assessment. And also to start thinking about tariff issues. Although for this, we will need a better understanding of the evolution of the market size. The role of DESFA in Poseidon Med 2 will be to be the technical coordinator and head of the technical coordination team. As you know, Dept will be the coordinator of this action. And activity leader of the following that you may see: activities and sub-activities. So wishing that Poseidon Med 2 will be a successful program, I thank you for your attention, and I'm available at the end or later for questions.